how filthy. I hate this time of the year. Just can't keep anything clean. First things first, need to take these out so I can put my cup in. That's better. Mercedes don't seem to understand that I need a decent sized cup holder for my coffee cup. Okay, so we have got 4 drops today. So I don't generally like multi-drop. I prefer doing like longer journeys and whatever, but I get paid the same.
Keep left on M26.
Get paid the same for whatever I do. Generally the multi-drops actually take a bit longer to do, so I suppose money's better on them, but I don't know, my personal preference is just the really longer trips that I can do with just like 1 or 2 deliveries, but I will do whatever I'm asked to do. I'm not really too fussed. I guess with multi-drop at least you get to see a bit more of like different places and stuff. I've had quite a few multi-drops this week actually as well, so it's a little bit tight, but it is the end of the week, last day. I've got 2 days off after today, so it is whatever. At least this will take up most of the day. So this is my first driving video.
Keep left on M26.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it's my first driving video. I kind of been inspired recently to do this ever since I started lorry driving actually. I passed my test back in August, so I am still a new driver, but you know, now I've got a little bit more used to what I'm doing and feel kind of comfortable. Obviously I'm still safe, you know, I'm not doing anything risky, but you know, this is what I enjoy, and so the content that I'm going to be recording is what I've sort of wanted to do for a while, not even just with like lorry driving, with car driving as well, but now I feel like it's a good time to invest in it. You know, I spend so much time on the road now.
500 yards, keep left on M26.
Be good to actually make the most of it. But my company has what's called a driver excellence monitoring thing. No one's really spoken to me about it since after I finished my training, but it was something that was like hammered into you on your on the train. I'm sure a lot of companies have it. It's basically for economic driving and things like that. So we are expected to use cruise control for at least 60% of our journey. No harsh braking, no over revving the engine, things like that. So I literally just stick it in eco and have it on cruise control. You know, it's tagged to the vehicle in front, so like now we're coming up close to this lorry, it's reducing my speed and carrying on like that. I could overtake it if I wanted to, but at the same time I do get hourly pay, which is, you know, I don't know generally how, you know, driving companies work. I know a lot of companies, you know, are like job and finish, but I have to do my minimum of, I think it's 9 hours 15 minutes anyway per day, so I'm not really in a rush. I don't have deadlines and stuff, like the time of day that I start. I don't really have curfews that I have to worry about. Obviously I'm never, you know, ridiculously late to deliveries. It's like my first delivery, it's like on the schedule it was like due at 2:30. I'm going to be there like an hour early, so you know, I don't really need to worry. And my last job, I'm not going to be anywhere near their closing time, so you know, I don't have to worry. And even if, you know, it was getting tight, I'm not going to put anyone at risk to like drive erratically or anything like that to get there. You know, if I don't make it, then I don't make it for whatever reason, but that's never happened to me. So you know, I think I'm quite lucky in the sense that I do get hourly pay, and also that the times that I work, like my working hours, are set, so I don't really need to worry about getting certain places by a certain time. I changed my mind on this one. It was literally dropping below like 35, and yeah, that's not ideal. I'll tell you one thing though, this weather at the moment, it's freezing cold outside, but I'm boiling hot inside the cab because the sun is really low. Visibility is terrible. There's ice everywhere, so you're constantly being blinded. My sunglasses don't work that well. I mean, they work, but they just don't seem to be built for this. And there's so much salt and dirt on the roads, it's being kicked up. You're forever cleaning your windscreen. It's a nightmare. We are about 12 miles away now from our first delivery, so we should be there in about 15 minutes or so. So some of the views you get, I know it's just a motorway, but being on top of the hill and you can see this far in the distance, it's so nice. I really enjoy driving sort of late evening. I mean, I suppose in the UK it's getting dark early at the moment anyway, but I really enjoy being at the top of the hill and you're looking over and all you can see is just sort of like the lights of the buildings and, you know, other cars, and I find that so, I don't know, like, it's just some of those things that I've sort of started to appreciate as a driver, or things that I've noticed as a driver, because, you know, I don't really, like, in my personal time, I don't really drive out in the evening, you know, and this is the opportunity that you actually you get to see the world in a different light, I guess. Just got to second delivery. I'm just waiting for the guys to come out now, just to help me unload, and then can move on to the next one. I didn't really record much on the way here just because it was a bit town driving and it's freezing. says on my risk assessment that just after I take the exit for the junction, I need to stop at a lay-by there and tell the store that I'm arriving. But what I'm going to do when I stop in that lay-by, I'm going to take my break there because I'm starting to get a bit hungry and I want to eat. So yeah, I'm just going to make the most of being able to stop there, because usually when you do these sort of runs to the little stores, you don't have anywhere really that you can stop and take your break at the store. You do have to find somewhere and just take the opportunity when it arrives. So I'm going to do that. Just let this guy know that he can pull in if he wants to. It's part of the M25. Just makes you sound like you got 4 flat tyres, or in this case, like 12. Cobham Services. This is actually one of my favourite service stations. The rats there are nice, but it's one of my favourites because it has a Starbucks and not a Costa, which is a really not setting a very high standard, but I much prefer Starbucks coffee over Costa coffee. That bit of kit going past, that's incredible.
Junction 11 working.
Okay, so apparently this is where the lay-by is.
Take junction 11 working.
These things happen. So apparently my lay-by should be just up here on the
Take
left.
exit to A320 St. Peter's Way. In 0.7 miles, at roundabout, take first exit towards Chertsey.
Just where this lorry is. So, God, is there enough space? Get close to it. Try to do this one-handed. This is my lunch today. We've got gyozas, banana, we've got some mango and grapes, and then chicken katsu bento. Okay, we have a new camera angle. Oh god, this is so sketchy. Okay, we're out of the lay-by. Gee.
Yards, at roundabout, take first exit towards Chertsey.
Okay guys, we are nearly at the next door. So we're supposed to call the numbers and tell them that we're going to be arriving, make sure none of the numbers that we have work. So
at roundabout, take
I
first
called
exit towards Chertsey.
called my office and they told me just to turn up, and if they've got a problem then they can speak to them, which is nice.
In 0.7 miles, turn left on Bridge Road B375.
We're back to the front-facing camera angle while we head on to the next store. This guy's going to have to wait. Okay, we're out. Thank you, everybody. On our way now to our final stop. Can I yeah, we're off to our final stop. We should be there about half an hour, and then we are done. Once we've done that, we can start heading back. Maybe stop at Cobham for a coffee. It takes a little bit of adjusting when you go day to night, but I do really like this time of day, like where the sun hasn't quite set yet, and it's just about there. But you've still got a bit of colour in the sky, but you've got the lights coming in. I just think this is a very nice time of day.
Take first exit towards Gatwick Airport.
Also, I watched back some of the clips that I've recorded so far today, and some of the audio I can tell is a little bit, I mean, you can tell I'm not using a microphone or anything, and again, teething problems with my new camera that is being delivered. I have got a microphone coming as well, a little Bluetooth microphone, so we should see some improvements soon. This is really like a trial video, I guess. I was here the other day, there were so many rats in this bin. Don't know if you can see it, but it scared the shit out of me. Oh look guys, there's the dream car transporter. Okay, that's another one. Mega money if you drive one of those. Good and bad news guys, Costa was closed. But Leon do a matcha latte. So I thought I'd give that a go. Usually I have it in my own little reusable cup, but we thought we'd kill the planet a little bit more with a takeaway one. But we're all drinked up and we're ready to get going again. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what though, whenever you go into Clacking Lane, so there's one of those like noodle bars. I can't remember what it's called. But pretty much as soon as you go in, so you've got the smell of that, of like curry sauce, and then you've got the smell of McDonald's, and then you got the smell of sweaty truckers, like me. No, but all I can smell now is like the McDonald's grease. Oh dear. So yeah, car transporters. I saw a job for a car transporter company. Don't know what brand it was. Don't know what company it was. But they're offering £70,000 a year.
Yards, proceed ahead as name changes to M25.
Basic rate. You're based in Tilbury Docks. But they wanted 2 years experience. So who knows, maybe a year and a half into the future, that's what I'll go for. So who knows
Proceed
where we'll
ahead
be.
as name changes to M25.
So I recorded a time-lapse video. If it worked, you would have already seen it. If not, you're about to see a terrible photo. Because I'm not sure if it was a time-lapse video or a time-lapse photo that I recorded. But yeah, I just playing about with different functions, see what happens. Again, this is all practice, guys. This is the pilot episode of DanOTR. OTR meaning on the road, if you hadn't have guessed. I've started posting little like TikTok clips. No dancing, just little clips, you know, just to find my feet again with content creation. I've got an Instagram. They're both DanOTR. Well, one of them is Dan.OTR. Can't remember which one. Might be the TikTok, but who knows? I'll link it somewhere. I'll put things. I'll do it properly. But yeah, so on my Instagram, there's some car pictures as well. I started it actually around Japfest. I went to Japfest, and I kept seeing all of these people with like all of their like Instagram handles on their cars and things like that. So I went around and literally followed every single one I could find, because I just wanted to make like car friends. Like, I don't really have any.
In 2 miles, keep right on M26.
Yeah, in the end, I sort of, I guess when you're doing like, when you have accounts like this with content creation, a lot of it is people trying to do the same thing. You know, they're trying to make content, they're trying to get noticed, they're trying to, you know, I don't know, they're trying to get lots of, everyone's trying to do the same thing. They're trying to get popular and noticed, which I, you know, completely understand. I kind of started it for, like I say, more of a social reason. So I didn't really like have much luck like branching out and meeting people. But as well, something that I noticed about Japfest, or I say Japfest, it was Go Japan at Brands Hatch. It's not called Japfest as such, but it's kind of the same thing. But a lot of people travelled a long way to go to it. So a lot of people that are like, that I followed on Instagram or whatever from that, they're quite a long way away, and you know, they all came in their own groups and things like that. So
keep right on M26.
Trying to find something a bit more local. But anyway, yeah, so that's what that Instagram was originally for. Now it's kind of a bit of both. You know, it's great if I meet people close to me, but also now it's for posting my content. So you can always wing it over there if you want to have a look and you know, follow maybe. So I just finished my matcha latte. It was pretty decent. Wasn't as hot as I liked. I literally drank it all in like one hit. Now, to be fair to the people at Leon that made it, it could be because it's so cold outside. It cooled it down as I was walking back to my truck from the entrance. That is a very strong possibility. But apart from that, it actually tastes quite nice. I went unsweetened. They did it with a vanilla shot or unsweetened. So my drinks are black coffee, or I drink like herbal tea. I drink like green tea, or sometimes I have like what's that calming tea with like, I can't remember right now, but I'll have like teas like that and black coffee. So I'm very kind of plain drink person. I'm very cautious in my mid-30s, as I am now, about the amount of sugar that I eat, fat I eat and drink, all of that stuff. I am trying to live the healthiest I can, especially doing this job where I'm sitting down for most of the day. But yeah, so I had the matcha. I had the unsweetened. It was 132 calories, which is about 130 calories more than black coffee, I'll say. So I'm pushing it a little bit on the old calorie intake today, especially after having that chicken katsu earlier. That's not the usual thing. Maybe it's my treat day today, who knows. But yeah, generally flavour good, so it just needed to be a little bit hotter. But I would recommend. We have just got back to the depot, and we have got about an hour and a half until our finish time. So I need to put fuel in, need to drop my trailer, park up, and then by the time that's done, we should be good to go. I've got my heater. It's so cold outside. I made a joke about this the other day on my TikTok. Oh, one-handed isn't good. Okay, you get the easy ones. You don't get to see the two-handed jobs. Something I do need to do is put these little clips back in. Oh my god. There we go. We've got two more to do. Put these back in so I don't get accused of damaging the truck. There we go. There we go. Like I mentioned earlier, our driver excellence rating, we got an A. So we're good. Our cruise control percentage was 68%. And that's basically what we're judged on. But you know, if you do your job how they ask you to, you're not going to get any problems, whether you like it or not. So we finally made it back home. I say finally, I mean 9.5 hours, all good. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode, I guess, this day. So yeah, I'm still going to get the format. Look how cold it is, -3. I'm still sort of deciding what sort of format all these videos are going to be, but this is the start. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I will see you next time.